Yep, well, I'm in the yard again, and I'll start with this plant, this apple tree, which is the biggest apple tree that we have, biggest trunk. This is the one we replanted, kind of got it out that spot right there where you see, and replanted it, about a month ago. And even though it's not going to produce any fruit this year, it is surviving the game. The cicadas were here, so I had to spray the trees down just to protect the leaves and the tree itself. So this is the apple tree here as well. So, this is probably going to be the best year of production, and it's still not plentiful. But we got 4 nice apples here on this tree. And, willfully they'll make it to harvest and we'll get to eat off of there. Now, my plum tree, which had so many plums on it, and midsummer, I'm going to trim this down. However, it has lost a lot of the fruit just from falling. So I still got about quite a bit of plums on here. I'm trying to locate them. So, there's some, not how many of these are going to survive and get to ripen and how many we'll get to eat, but this is the first year that this is producing plums. I seen a plum tree on the street in somebody's yard that was like 15 feet high, hanging over the fence, and I could see the plums dangling. Even though they weren't ripe, I seen them. I was like, I'm gonna get me some plums off that plum tree when it ripens. So, I still got some plums on here. Like I said, a lot fell off. So now I'm gonna find out what this is growing here. This is just wild. Not sure what it is. It actually looks like my blackberry tree, just because the way it's vining. But I'm not sure. I'm gonna let them. And I've been on living here for 4 years now, a little bit over 4 years, and I've never noticed this. However, just growth and development, we see what's forming. So I'm interested to find out if those are edible berries, and we'll find out as they ripen more, get more color to them, be able to distinct what they are. This is my compost bin. I showed y'all a video this a couple weeks ago, and I'm still seeing some new growth in there. Kind of don't want to I find plastics, and I've been finding certain kind of plastic I've been finding in my compost for years. I picked some out earlier. I'm trying to see if I see any more right now, but just look at this soil. This is nutrient rich soil, all produced from raw fruits and vegetables. It smells really rich. Still find some earthworms in there, which is good. So this will be getting removed from here. I thought already by now, but because I'm still seeing growth in here, I'm gonna, give it some more time to make sure all whatever seedlings in here are all gone. So it's not that much growth in there. That's pretty good. So it's winding down. So this side is gonna end up getting emptied out and mixed with some soil. And then this side is gonna continue to decompose. So this is where I'm putting all the new rawage at. And, this will soon, be looking like this and continue to decompose and break down. I'm sure there's plenty of earthworms in here. Let me see. So I'm just going to break this up a little bit. See if we can find some earthworms in here. So, yep, So this is full of earthworms. Full of it, I'm sure. You see one there? I mean, look, they're all over this bad boy. So earthworm castings is nutrient rich. It provides a lot of nutrients for the soils, and it's organic, meaning you know earthworms are created from worms that's created from raw food, moisture, and darkness. So you see how life starts: moisture and darkness. That's all you need to create a live germ, shown and proven by the compost. Okay, and then this is the apple tree that has produced a little bit, very small apples one year, but and so it's got about 12 apples on there now. How big they're gonna get, I'm not sure yet, but we just gonna keep on watching them, making sure we, keeping the bugs off of them, and go from there. So this is just, I know I can't. This is not here to say, we're gonna feed the world. It's just here to say, look, we could come outside and pick some fresh fruit off our trees, and don't have to always run to the store to get a bite to eat or a piece of fruit. So this garden is blooming. So that's zucchini there. Everything else is cucumbers, except for these. These are, I think, if I'm correct, that's okra, but we'll see. They've been growing slow, but they're growing. If you remember from last video how small they were. And the cucumbers are definitely growing. Over here we have more cucumbers, and we don't even eat cucumbers like that, but I know that they pretty easy to produce. So we'll be having cucumber water and some cucumber salad, cucumbers and tomato, and those are onions. I just threw some more soil in here, so those onions are growing. There were some more onions planted over here, and don't know. I'm not seeing them come up through the dirt, so we won't disturb that too much. However, you see roots vining everywhere, so that's growing. And then these are tomatoes here. These tomatoes are growing. You can see I pruned these the other day. Once you see it start flowering, you want to let the growth focus on the main stem and the branches. So, the main stem and the branches. And so when you see it flowering like that, really, they recommend that you clip stuff like off here, off the branches. You clip that off, which allows more energy to go to where the fruit is actually being produced. These are my eggplants. Eggplants you usually don't harvest till like August, but we got 2 plants here, and it's a lot of information. Eggplants are what they call are man-made. However, it's hardy, and they say it creates mucus in the body. I've been eating eggplant for a pretty long time. I'm pretty healthy, so I'm not gonna worry too much about the eggplants now. It's 2 of them, and we'll just continue to grow them. And these are our yellow peppers and red peppers. Peppers produce pretty well as well. Usually get about 10 pieces of fruit on a pepper plant. So we'll see how that does. Yep. So that's the garden that's growing. Got a few more things I want to show y'all. So over here we have more fruit. That's that blackberry plant that I bought. It put it in the ground, and it's it grows and it vines as well. So we put the cage around this just to keep the rabbits and stuff out, because they were eating my lemon tree. And this tree we've had for 2 years now. And I had a few lemons and a few limes, and this is the only ones that have survived. That's one lemon and one lime, and as you can see, I'll go to the other side. The limes are growing, and these are my blueberries. I went by an old friend of mine's house, and he had about 10 blueberry plants, and man, those things look so delicious. I have to go eat some of his blueberries this year. So look at these limes growing on here. You can use the limes these are key limes. You can use them to alkaline your water. You can even use it to put in your Corona if you wanted to. But limes are very delicate as well, especially at this stage.